And joining me in studio is IDF Brigadier General in the Reserves, Israel Relik Shafir, former Israeli Air Force combat pilot and former commander of the Tel Nof Air Force Base. Thank you very much for joining me today. I want to get your assessment, Relik, on the Defense Minister Gallant saying the IDF withdrawal from southern Gaza, from Khan Yunis, is in preparation for an Operation Rafah. We know that there's still no concrete plan on the table for Rafah, where over 1 million Palestinians have sought refuge. And the Americans have been very clear that of their objection of any sort of large-scale operation there. I want to understand from you, where are we headed here?
Well, there are three parts to this. The first part is the military. The military, in order to conduct a chase of the Hamas terrorists in Rafah, need to move the civilians. Out west is a sandy area that the military wanted to move those so that it could enter Rafah and conduct the same type of operations as were in Gaza City and Khan Yunis. This means moving about 1 million people. So now we move to the diplomatic or the non-military part. The United States does not seem to trust that Israel can move 1 million people. What's more, the Egyptians are afraid that those people will rush to the close by Egyptian border and actually go into the Sinai in an unmanaged manner. And the third part is the Prime Minister, who seems to not be able to decide on what he wants to do. There's no day after plan, so that Israel has to take care of not only the humanitarian part in Gaza as a whole, but also the water, the sewage system, electricity, etc., etc. Now, the military will do whatever it is told to do, but the Prime Minister will not put out a decree because he hasn't really made up his mind what Israel wants in the day after. Right. It's got a lot of pressure, political pressure from the right, who are fantasizing about some form of maybe moderate Arab countries coming in to manage Gaza. This is not realistic. And he will not want to budge on the Palestinian Authority taking care of Gaza. So we're at a standstill where lots of interests are colliding and not allowing the military to actually act. So the military is seeking for an answer, and you heard the Chief of Staff today, who was exasperated by the situation and actually told the people who were listening, we're ready to do, and we can deal with anything,
the price.
With a price, but make a decision. So we're at a kind of a dire strait situation, unfortunately.